Hi! We're back today with Enneagram Type 3. So if you're Type 3, stay tuned to feel exposed.
So type 3s are very interesting because they can all look very different from each other. They're known as like the social chameleons of the Enneagram. But the fundamental commonality in all type 3s is that they feel like they won't be accepted for who they are, just like type 2s and type 4s. But the way that type 3s cope with that is that they try really hard to cultivate different personas and images of the people that they're with so that they will be accepted by you. They're hoping to impress you or cause you to admire them. So the spiritual sin of a type 3 is actually deceit, because not so much that because they're deceiving you or anything with their personas, but actually because they start to deceive themselves. So type 3s, depending on the crowd that they're with, will project so many different personas that they'll have these like masks, and they will have so many that they start to believe that they are the persona that they project instead of their true essence behind those masks. So if you're not a self-aware 3, you might actually catch yourself one day and realize, I have so many different like facets of myself that I'm showing to people. Like, which version of me is the real me?
Okay, so the childhood message that 3s imbibe when they're young is that their worth comes from what they do and what they achieve and not who they actually are. So that's why they're highly competitive at times. They want to be the best, and they learn that failure is not okay, and success is what gives them acceptance and approval from other people. In America, the stereotypical type 3 looks like the workaholic salesman who wants to climb the corporate ladder. But you could have a type 3 like monk who views like success as being the most loving or the most kind, and then they'll try to do everything to attain that level.
We're still in the feeling triad right now, and so the irony of that is that type 3s, more than any other number on the Enneagram, are the most feeling repressed. So they're the ones who have the most difficulty getting in touch with their own emotions. But not only that, they have difficulty connecting with the emotions of other people. Type 3 is good at walking into a room and kind of assessing the situation of a group, and they'll pick up on the emotions of that group, but they won't actually know how to process those emotions they're picking up with their own feelings. So instead, they kind of project an image, again, of what they feel is the most socially appropriate image to project. So if they're at a funeral, they know how to appear to be grieving, but they might have difficulty actually connecting with those emotions. Type 3s feel like emotions are very messy, and it gets in the way of them setting goals and actually getting things done. So what they do is they kind of set their emotions aside, and they're like, I will deal with you later, and they'll just like achieve the next thing. And if they keep doing that, they keep delaying the actual growth and work that needs to happen by facing their emotions.
So type 3s are normally goal-oriented and high-achieving, but when they are disintegrating, they will exhibit the lesser qualities of a type 9 in terms of losing motivation, giving up, and not really caring about the stuff that they were formerly driven by. So think Thor from Avengers Endgame, if you've seen Endgame, on his kind of trajectory and his disintegration, because he is completely a type 3, but he is in such a state of stress in Endgame that he loses all that motivation. On the flip side, healthy 3s will integrate to the high side of type 6, so they'll focus their energies on promoting the well-being of their community and social groups. And these are the 3s that have gotten in touch with the fact that they don't have to promote themselves and they don't have to be number one to be accepted.
So at the end of the day, type 3s need to really get it through their heads that they are accepted for who they are. They're not accepted for what they do. They could be the world's biggest failure and they're still accepted and loved by God himself. I think it's really important when you catch yourself putting on a mask in front of somebody. It's really scary, but try to take that mask off and see what's underneath that. Like, see who you really are. I've heard a lot of type 3s get really frustrated when they hear their friends being like, just be yourself. They're like, I don't know what that means. But it's something that will come with time, getting in touch with yourself. Don't panic, don't hide behind your masks. Let them down and get to know yourself, and let other people get to know you as well.
Well, thanks for watching our video about the type 3. As always, there's so much information that we're leaving out, and we would love to talk with you if you want to reach out and learn more about type 3, if you resonated with things in this video. Thank you, and stay tuned for our next video, which is type 4.
It's her video!
Bye.